What's up guys, I'm Strike and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Last time, we defeated Arcana, Weevil, and Strings, and managed to encounter our first Egyptian god card, Slifer the Sky Dragon. This time we are taking on Yami Marik in the Dark Spirit Revealed. It was now time for the Battle City Tournament Finals. Hey look, Joey, Yugi, and Mai. Check it out. We all got 6 locator cards. Kaiba, Joey, Yugi, and Mai were the first 4 duelists to reach the finals. The 5th finalist soon arrived. It was Marik. Using the fake name Namu, he befriended Taya and Joey during the tournament. His plan was falling into place. Yugi, meet our friend Namu. I've heard about you, Yugi. It's an honor to meet you. Any friend of Joey and Taya's is a buddy of mine. I'm so happy to be surrounded by such a welcoming crowd. I just hope everyone I meet tonight is as friendly as you people. Keep in mind, no one at this point actually knows what Marik actually looks like. Or really sounds like. All they really know about this guy is that his name is Marik and he holds the Millennium Rod. Hey, that's Bakura. What's he doing here? What are you doing wearing a duel disc? How else could I win 6 located cards and enter the finals? Rewind a sec. When did you join the tournament? Join? How'd you make it all the way to the finals? The 7th finalist arrived just in time for Bakura to change the topic. Hey look, it's the 7th finalist. This guy looks familiar. That's a mug you don't forget. State your name. I am Marik. Marik's henchman Odeon assumed Marik's name to hide Marik's true identity. It was all part of Marik's plan. I'll kick your brainwashing keister. You are no match for me, fool. The only reason I'm not tossing you out of your cape right now is so I can save my energy to take you down in the finals. Got that, pal? I think I scared him, Yug. Now that 7 of the 8 finalists arrived, Kaiba announced that even though their locator cards led them to this location, it wasn't the side of the Battle City Finals. At that moment, Kaiba's blimp arrived. Once they were aboard, it was time for the first duel between Yugi and Bakura. Yugi knew there was something not right with Bakura. I know that's not Bakura. It's the evil spirit of the Millennium Reign, and I bet he's still after the 7 Millennium items. This duel's going to be tougher than everyone thinks. I must win this. The fate of the world depends on it. Are you prepared to lose it all? Why all the fuss? What's around Bakura's neck? Namu, it's kinda hard to explain, but that's not really Bakura. You see, Yugi and Bakura both have this real odd object that have magic powers. Yugi's item is good, but Bakura's item is bad. Cause an evil spirit lives inside it. So you're telling me there's an evil spirit up there dueling Yugi? That's hard to believe. The team had no idea that Namu was actually Marik, and that the evil spirit possessing Bakura was working for him. Now that the introductions are over and done with, why don't we begin this duel? Yami Bakura in this duel has the Destiny Board cards. The Destiny Board cards are a set of cards that gives you the win instantly as long as you have all 5 cards in play. There's the Trap Card Destiny Board, and then the 4 Spirit Letters, the 4 Spirit Messages, which is I, N, A, and L. Whereas Destiny Board is F. So it spells final. But in the Japanese version of the cards, the Destiny Board Trap card actually has the proper Spirit Board as the background of the card, and the letters all spell the word death instead of final. But again, of course, they also skipped a lot of things in leading up to this point. For starters, Joey dueled Mako Tsunami in the Battle City tournament and win, getting Mako's locator card and his legendary fisherman card, who Mako had a strong connection with because it reminded him of his father. Another duel that they skipped out on was Kaiba and Yugi against Loomis and Umbra. And that was a shadow game. Loomis and Umbra was, and there's Destiny board. Loomis and Umbra was a tag team rare hunters that actually was trying to get that was trying to win Kaiba's Obelisk and Yugi's Slifer. And they were on the roof of a building that was standing on a glass, that had a glass floor on it. Like a glass ceiling, if you will, or a glass roof. Each one was standing on different corners. They did not share life points, and they could not... And Yugi and Kaiba could not share each other's strategies. Since, wait, are these fiends? Yes, they are. The winner would not only get the low care cards and the rare cards, but they would also get I need to stop the Destiny board. If Loomis, whoever wins, their life points are not shared, so whoever's life points drops to 0, the glass breaks. And they will fall. They will basically fall. In the dubbed version, they would fall and end up in the Shadow Realm. Wait, no. That was a... Yeah, I lost this one. I never had trouble with Destiny board. But they would fall, and in the dubbed version, they would fall to the Shadow Realm. In the subbed version, they would fall to their deaths. Another duel that they completely skipped over is that Marik actually took over Taya and Joey's minds using the Millennium Rod, and and put Taya inside a strapped to a chair with a with like a wrecking ball over her head that a rare hunter could literally drop at any time, crushing her, as well as forcing Yugi and Joey to duel Joey in a shadow game, where their ankles were tied to an anchor, or each tied to an anchor. The loser would get dragged down to the bottom of the ocean, and the winner would be able to escape. The I keep forgetting about Nightmare Steel Cage. But Joey was actually able to fight off the brainwashing because, again, through the power of friendship. Not through a Millennium item. And both of them actually did manage to survive. Another thing they are also forgetting to mention is that Bakura managed to take the locator cards and dual disc of Bones and his two cronies that used to work for Bandit Keith, which is actually the last time we actually see I don't have two monsters to help do that, so... which is how Yami Bakura got to where he is. He basically took down Bones and his two stooges and took his dual disc as well as the locator cards and started working and started getting into the finals like now. Oh, Nightmare Steel Cage. And there's Destiny Board. I am stopping that. One more thing they are also forgetting to mention is that Shizu is the last finalist. Now we got both Dark Magicians. But I think with that, we are all caught up. I could summon Slifer, but I don't think that would be a good idea at the moment. Unless I use Brain Control. And even then I can bring out Baphomet. Oh wait, no, it's face-up monsters. Okay, it didn't matter. Dark Necrofear, his ace card. Must first be special summoned by managing 3 Fiend-type monsters from your graveyard during the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed in your monster zone by an opponent's card and sent there this turn, target one base-up monster your opponent controls, equip this card to that target. While this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, take control of that monster. Ooh. Oh, that can be normal summoned or set. Dark Necrofear cannot be normal summoned. And that takes care of Yami Bakura. Oh yeah, there was also a duel between Mai and an actor that was smitten with her. And Mai managed to beat him anyway. And the terms were that if she won, he'd leave her alone for now. I forget the actor's name. And if he won, she would marry him. Naturally, he didn't win. He used the ninja cards, whereas Mai in Battle City is not using Harpy Ladies. She is using Amazonas monsters. Bakura, you okay? Hey, where am I? You're with your friends now, Bakura. I'm glad Bakura's okay. The Millennium Reign is not like my puzzle. It holds an ancient spirit that depends on someone else so it can exist. And even though the spirit of the Reign is evil and controls Bakura against his will, it seems to still need Bakura in order to survive. But there's one major difference between Bakura and I. What's that? The spirit inside my item is my friend. And you and I are always there to support each other no matter what comes our way. You were there to help me when my grandfather was in trouble. And now I'm here to help you rescue the world from evil. I promise that together we'll figure out the secrets of your ancient past and how to unlock your hidden powers before Mara can take them. Because your destiny is mine too, and we're gonna win. That's right. This was a tough duel, but thanks to our teamwork and the heart of the cards, we came out on top. Now we're headed for round 2, and we're gonna take it all the way. The Awakening of Evil. While everyone waited for the next duel to begin, Yugi returned to his room to rest. He was suddenly surprised by a man in robes who also wore a turban. His name was Shadi, and he explained that he had come to provide Yugi guidance for the challenges that lay ahead. I am the guardian of the 7 Millennium items. I am here because I sense a disturbance in the mystic alignment once again. All 7 items are on board this vessel, as well as the 3 Egyptian god cards, which means all the objects capable of saving and destroying the world are right here. Really? The Earth's safety rests with you, Yugi. Heed my words. If the wrong individuals were to gain control of any of the Millennium items, or one of the Egyptian god cards, the results could be catastrophic. It nearly happened once before when Pegasus created duel monsters. It did, but how? It all began when Maximilian Pegasus first arrived in Egypt. He was searching for a method of reuniting with his lost love. His quest brought him to me, and I presented him with the Millennium Eye, for he was destined to possess it. Soon after, he discovered the origins of the ancient Egyptian shadow games. Pegasus became obsessed with these games and decided to dedicate his life to recreating them. During one of his early research trips to the ancient pyramids, Pegasus planned to locate the stones depicting the Egyptian god monsters he read about. So I guided Pegasus and his team of archaeologists to an underground chamber hidden beneath the desert sands, and after traveling by foot for hours, our journey was over. Pegasus entered the dimly lit chamber. As promised, I brought him to the ancient resting place of the Egyptian god tablets. Pegasus found what he came for, never knowing he was about to unleash a devastating force like no other. Triumphant, Pegasus returned to America to design his cards based upon the images he found on the stones. He was destined to awaken the Egyptian god monsters, but he was not destined to control their powerful magic. Although Maximilian Pegasus completed the prototypes of the 3 Egyptian god cards, he immediately flew to Egypt to seal them in the tomb alongside the original carvings and spare the world their absolute power. With the help of Ishizu, Pegasus sealed away the cards. Then Marik tried to steal them, yes, and if he were to get his hands on all 3, the results would be devastating. I can assure you Marik will never hold all 3 Egyptian god cards. My pharaoh, it is an honor for me to be in your presence once again. I know that you will restore order to the world and put an end to this chaos just as you did 5,000 years ago. My complete faith lies in you. At that moment, the speaker announced all finalists must return to the main concourse, and Shadi vanished. The second duel was between Marik and Joey. Since Odeon was pretending to be Marik, Odeon stood before Joey ready to duel. Let's do this, Marik. It's time to duel and destroy you. Prepare for defeat. Don't count on it, Marik. I'm not scared of you. Odeon has a fake Millennium Rod to help kind of cement the bluff that he is Marik. But Yugi and Yami manage to notice that the rod he's holding is a fake. He's also holding a fake winged dragon of Ra. And he actually tries using it in this duel in the anime and the manga, which really upsetted the Egyptian gods. So when Odeon tries to use the card, the Egyptian gods actually smites down practically everyone involved in the duel, which was Joey and Odeon. Odeon goes into a coma, but Joey manages to wake up from it. God damn it, I forgot about Swords of Revealing Light. And the fake Winged Dragon of Ra basically destroyed itself. This is also our introduction to trap monsters. Basically what trap monsters are is that you set them down as trap cards And then when you activate them, they are moved into the monster card zone and are treated as monster cards, with their stats being depicted on the card. However, this allows you to be able to attack with these trap cards, as well as basically treat them just like you would any other monster. However, these cards are still treated as trap cards, as well as monster cards, which means they have all the weaknesses of they have all the weaknesses of monsters and trap cards. So I forgot about Swords of Revealing Light again. What am I doing? It's this talking and playing at the same time. I'm not good at multitasking, and it doesn't help that I'm autistic. I have autism. So, like, multitasking like this is not exactly being a big help. Let's get rid of a polymerization. Oh yeah, Joey's also running all the 3 cards he won in the duels in Battle City, which is the Legendary Fisherman, Insect Queen, and Jinzo. And out of all of these, the Legendary Fisherman is by far the most useless. Let's get rid of both polymerizations. And I don't have any monsters that I can use to sacrifice to attack with it, so let's bring out the Legendary Fisherman instead. Oh, and the duel between Mako and Joey in Battle City, Mako has both the Legendary Fisherman and Fortress Whale, which is a ritual monster. He's staying down his trap monsters again. And Joey's also started relying more heavily on luck-based cards, because he's usually a lucky duelist. Oh, 2 embodiment of Apophis. He didn't bring out his other trap monster? Oh, another trap monster. Tiki Curse. Wait, but why? My monster's stronger. This card is an effect monster. If another trap card that has a monster battles the opponent's monster after damage calculated to destroy that opponent's monster. Oh, that's why. Nope. Ah, damn it. I pushed the wrong button again. I misread. Oh, I'm making a bunch of mistakes. No, why did I do that again? Well, at least this time it worked. And this one I'm gonna straight up destroy and actually do the right thing. I don't have a choice. I don't think I'm gonna win this one either. Heads? Nope. Okay. I can last one more turn and that's it. But I'm pretty sure I can last at least this turn if I get lucky enough. But I'm not holding my breath because I am not Joey. Nope, I lost. Oh well. Yeah, that would help if I actually got Jinzo. Something I should also know in case before I actually have to cut ahead to an actual winning duel attempt, is that we do not see Mako, Tsunami, Esperoba, or Bones ever again. They are purely one-time characters as of now. We also Rex Raptor got booted out of the tournament by Esperoba. Sure, just in case. Well, so much for that. Nope.
Not going to continue the attack on that one. But I won't be able to summon from the extra deck. Maybe I'll wait on Grave Robber to see if there's something better. Tiki Curse. Oh no, I held down the circle button so I didn't have to trigger this. Temple of the Kings. Activate one trap card to turn it was set. You can send one mystical piece of circuit in your monster zone and this card you control to the graveyard. Special summon one monster from your hand or deck or one fusion monster from your extra deck. You can only use each effect of Temple of the Kings once per turn. So when the battle phase starts, I'm gonna have to let go of the button. Oh wait, no, that won't matter because he needs a second monster. There we go. It'd be great if I could get Jinzo. Nope, it's Alligator Sword. Oh, he has a magical arm shield. Time wizard. I may not need Jinzo. Let's see, just testing the waters. Okay. Odeon's deck contained a copy of an Egyptian god card. This angered the gods, so lightning struck Joey and Odeon, sending them to the mat. Master Marik, I am not worthy enough to control this card, just as I was not worthy enough to be part of your family. Odeon! I tried my best to serve you, my master. I tried. Odeon dedicated his life to protecting Marik by containing the evil within Marik, but with Odeon weakened, his control over the evil was losing its strength. Please forgive me, Joey. I'm sorry. It was an honor for me to duel you. Well, same to you. And thanks to that lightning bolt, I won't forget this duel for a while. Now that it's done, you gotta come clean. If you're not Marik, then who are you? Yeah, I am only a servant of the real Master Marik. Admit your true identity, Marik. Yes, it's true. I am indeed the real Marik, you fools. So Namu lied to us all along? Namu? He was a disguise to get me closer to Yugi. So, Barrow, we finally meet face to face. Now at last I can finish the job my pathetic servants couldn't. Yugi, your puzzle and power will soon be where they belong. Oh no, I was afraid of this. We're all in great danger. The great evil hidden within Master Marik has a darker side, and I'm unable to contain it anymore. It's too late now. Ah! Marik, what's going on? I'm finally free again. This is Yami Marik, the real baddie. Which means I can do things my way. I was restrained for many years by that fool Odeon. Who are you? I'm the true Marik. I'm not as kind as the one you've come to know, and soon I'll finish the job he couldn't complete and strip you of your powers. Yami Marik is a bit different compared to Yami Yugi and Yami Bakura. Yami Yugi and Yami Bakura are actually spirits contained within the Millennium Puzzle and Millennium Ring, respectively, that possesses their host. Yami Marik is all of the anger and hatred of his family lineage give manifest thanks to the Millennium Rod. Ha 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 ha. If anyone knows Persona, basically Yami Marik is Marik's shadow, and the Millennium Rod is what's bringing out that shadow. Should I attempt one more? I might be stretching it, but let's go one more. A duel with destiny. The next duel was Mai versus the real Marik. Mai gave everything she had, but Marik was much too powerful. With the power of his Millennium Rod, Marik trapped Mai's mind in the Shadow Realm. This is also the duel where we first see the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Your friend made a costly mistake by dueling against me, and now I'm afraid she's paying the ultimate price. Notice her motionless appearance? That's because her mind is trapped. With each passing second, she forgets more. The shadows are taking everything. Everything she kept inside her mind and inside her heart. Trapped by dark magic, my friends could do nothing to help her. Alright, you geeks, clear the field for the next duel. The next duel was Seto Kaiba vs Ishizu Ishtar. The same Ishizu who Yugi and Taya met at the museum. She was the mysterious 8th finalist. This is quite a surprise. Yes, we meet again, Seto Kaiba. So you've come to win back Obelisk. What I've come for is of greater importance. I've come here to save my brother. Brother? Yes. For the past 5,000 years, an Ishtar has stood guard over the Pharaoh's tomb. Only Marik turned against us, and the evil within him is even stronger now. If you remember, my Millennium Necklace has the power to show me events that are yet to come, and right now it tells me you will lose this duel to me. Enough of the Millennium items. I don't believe in that nonsense. I planned this with one goal in mind, to reclaim my place as the #1 duelist in the world. Have you forgotten that it was my idea for you to organize the Battle City tournament, to lure duelists like Marik? And my plan worked, for my brother is here, but the hardest task is yet to come. The evil within him must be stopped. I'm surrounded by superstitious nitwits. Take your hocus-pocus nonsense to someone else's tournament. My Millennium Necklace predicts that your lack of faith will be your downfall. And the thing is Shizu actually is right. The necklace actually predicted how this duel would play out over and over for every turn, card for card. She even predicted how she would win. It even showed her how she'd win. Until Kaiba actually completely changed fate, because Kaiba's original plan was to beat her with Obelisk, which is what Ishizu wanted, so that it would result in his defeat. But what happened instead is that the Blue Eyes White Dragon and his ancient Egyptian heritage literally called out to him, and the Blue Eyes screamed at him to play him instead, to get rid of Obelisk and play him or you're gonna lose. Okay, so Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. No other monsters, the effects of flip monsters destroyed by battle with this card are negated. It had to be what effect? Oh. Ishizu uses fairy type monsters, but they're all very strange looking fairy types, as they all seem to have like this, like what you see here with Kelbeck, this like Millennium Eye looking thing on them. But Kaiba here has Obelisk the Tormentor, and Obelisk the Tormentor, and there's like no guarantee that we're going to be able to see Obelisk. So its official card effects is requires 3 tributes to normal summon, cannot be normal set. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. When normal summon, cards and effects cannot be activated. Neither player can target this card with card effects. And just to note, Obelisk is the only official Egyptian god card that actually has
that actually has any sort of protection to it. So it cannot be like targeted and destroyed by like man-eater bug or something. Once per turn during the end phase, if the card was special summoned, send it to the graveyard. You contribute 2 monsters. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This card cannot declare an attack the turn this effect is activated. And it has 4,000 attack and defense points. So but its anime effect is that kind of lost my little note here. Here we go. In the anime and manga, Obelisk the Tormentor's ability is tribute 2 other monsters you control to activate one of these effects. Increase its attack points to infinite, as well as attack any number of monsters the player chooses, regardless of whose turn it is. After it has attacked, the attack of Obelisk returns to its original value. And naturally, since it's also considered kind of by battle, difference is dealt to you at damage. And since the power is literally infinite, that's gonna one-shot anything no matter what. Oh, and speak of the devil, here's Obelisk the Tormentor. You could destroy all your opponent's monsters, allowing Obelisk to attack directly instead of gaining attack points. So, in the anime, he is again extremely broken, as well as having perfect protection. Another thing to note is that they cannot be destroyed by any card effects in the anime or manga, but they can be banished, because banishing is different from destroying. So the only way to actually destroy a to destroy, or really to get rid of any of the Egyptian gods on the field, it's either by tributing, use it for tribute summoning, or you banish it. That is honestly the only way. Oh, I forgot what sorts of revealing light again. I won't be needing Voice Rare, I don't think, really much for anything. Okay. Majestic Mech Oka, Dark Lord Ada Are, Zoga, Agido. The Crush Card virus was also... effects were actually extremely changed in the in the official cards. What you're seeing here is what the text is officially for the card now. Tribute one dark monster with 1,000 or less attack points. Your opponent takes no damage until the end of the next turn after this card resolves. Also, you look at your opponent's hand and all monsters they control, and if you do, destroy the monsters among them with 1,500 or more attack points. Then your opponent can destroy up to 3 monsters with 1,500 or more attack points in their deck. Your opponent chooses what cards to destroy in their deck, which isn't really considered good, considering that they can just send strong cards that they don't want to use or would actually benefit in the graveyard for whatever reason, and some decks actually do benefit for having strong monsters in the graveyard, or really any monsters in the graveyard. The original card text was tribute one dark monster with 1,000 or less attack points, and I am going off for this by memory, but, so like, you know, the cost of it is the same, but you also destroy all monsters your opponent controls and in their hands that has 1,500 or more tap points, which is also the same as this card. But the real difference is involving the deck, which means for 3 of your opponent's turns, every time they draw a card, I can't remember if it's through draw phase only, you actually look at the card they draw. If it is a monster with 1,500 or more attack points, it's immediately destroyed. So you basically top deck them, with the original card, you top decked them and kind of locked them down for 3 turns. Whereas in the modern card now, because of the errata, this is no longer the case. The original version of the card was extremely good. I lost. Gonna be kind of ahead to a successful attempt. Well, that was easier. Victory is mine. Very impressive, Kaiba. You managed to overcome the fate that my Millennium Necklace showed me. I won this duel for the same reasons I'll win the tournament. My superior skills and intelligence. Perhaps. But you've taught me a valuable lesson from the nature of about the nature of destiny, and for that, I am grateful. I may have lost the duel, but in the process, I have gained something of far greater importance. The realization that if I am to win this battle for my brother's spirit, I will need your help, Kaiba. Thank you, for I know you will help me save my brother. Believe whatever you need to, Shizu, but I'm only in this for myself. After this duel, Shizu watches over Odeon, and she gives the Millennium Necklace to Yugi. So now Yugi has 2 of the 7 Millennium items. In the next episode, we will be taking on Kaiba in the Clash in the Colosseum. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.